It is Sunday, January 3rd, 2021. Currently 5 minutes past the 11 o'clock in the morning hour. I am James. You are you. We are here for the first installment of the Sunday morning special on At Home with James in the new year. Of course, this is not the first episode of the new year. We did that this past Friday, and what an episode it was. Of friendship, poetry, and so much more that you can find right now in a banked episode on twitch.tv/athomewithjames. I hope you have a nice cup of coffee, perhaps a hot chocolate, maybe some tea, maybe some Ovaltine. Thanks for spending the last hour of your morning with us, unless you're coming to us from the Pacific time zone. Today, on this morning's episode, we have got ourselves, as we usually do on the first Sunday of every month, a nice little panel discussion where we will go around the horn chatting about a variety of topics that vary from not important to incredibly unimportant. That's what's going to be happening this morning. Now, I don't really have it in me to do too much vamping because what more needs to be said? It's Sunday. We're relaxing. Perhaps you're enjoying a newspaper, a crossword puzzle, maybe a Sudoku. So if you are, we hope that this discussion can be the soundtrack of not only your morning, but your life. Let us bring in each and every one of our guests, unlock the gates, and bring them in. These are the panelists on the Sunday morning special. We are going to go around the horn, as mentioned, introducing each and every one of our panelists, starting off right beside me. He is part of the production team on this show. He also has a mustache this morning. It's Dave Kaufman. Dave, how's it going?
It's going pretty good. Pretty good. I'm a little tired, but
you have a late night?
This coffee will change it.
Late night?
No, I wasn't sleeping very well.
Okay, great. Well, maybe we'll touch on that in a little bit. Directly beside Dave is an actor and one of the all-time greats. It's Ray Maitland. Ray, welcome back to the show.
Hi.
That's it? That's all you got to say, Ray?
Well, I was stunned by the all-time greats thing. I want to put that in my pocket.
Okay, put it in your pocket. Keep it there no matter what pair of pants you're wearing. And then we'll continue going around the horn directly beneath David and myself. She's currently texting on her phone. It's Saima Ahmed.
Hi, I was actually trying to promote this on my Instagram story.
Have you done it yet?
No, I was doing it now.
Let's keep doing it. While Saima promotes the show with just another all-time great, but it's her phone case. We're going to go right beside her. It's Jason Grimmer, everyone. Jason, how's it going?
Not bad. I was kind of hoping to have something to put in my pocket.
Well, you can. I'm going to give you a nice quarter after the show today.
Great. Thank you.
Well, as mentioned, this is a panel show. We do things a little different on Sunday mornings. We are going to pitch in. This is going to be kind of a take a penny, leave a penny situation where we have just a nice big group chat in front of everyone who is watching us right now on Twitch, taking turns discussing all of the most pressing topics that need to be discussed. And everyone's topic will be drawn at random. And Jason, lucky you are the first person to bring in a topic this morning. So Jason, what are we going to be talking about?
Fashion in 2021.
Fashion in 2021. Okay, the floor is yours. Let's begin.
I don't have much to say other than I'm wondering, probably what everyone else thinking about fashion is wondering, after a year of lockdowns and non-ability to go to parties or to socialize, what are we going to be wearing when we can go outside? I looked at all those sort of fashion forward stalwarts like Vogue and stuff, and what I see is a lot of color and sustainability, James.
All right. Well, I feel like the most appropriate person to go to kick this off is Saima. I may be the most fashionable person I know.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, Jason, I'm going to say I feel like we're not, the pandemic's not over yet. So I anticipate realistically a lot of sweatpants, cozy clothes, especially for us since we live in a very cold climate, a lot of winter. Still a lot of cozy clothes in our future. Hopefully like near this summer, tail end of this summer, hopefully some of us will be getting the vaccine. Maybe we'll feel like going out more. So probably a bit more, fashion forward choices. I think the bright colors are always on trend for summer. What else?
What do you think the future of monochrome is post 2021?
I think it's very like it'll be a very 2021 trend. Like
What,
you'll
what
look
is
back.
that?
Yeah, I don't know
Black
either.
and white.
Oh,
I think
Cool.
we'll look back on pictures of us and be like, oh, that was very 2021.
Yeah.
I've got a
All right.
question.
Well, I agree with this whole sweatpants thing. I'm wearing them right now. Ray, what do you think?
Well, I can't help but think about Handmaid's Tale,
Mhm.
but more so like the attachments that go up to here, like these. Like, did you guys watch that show?
Yeah.
I haven't, but I know of it.
I don't know. I've never watched the show, but I know enough about it to discuss it. I think.
So you're thinking, Ray, the accessories of a Handmaid's Tale that go past the bottom half of our face?
Have you guys seen the Caroline nap dress?
No.
Because that plays exactly into what Ray is talking about. It's a night. It's a very white night dress for women. The neck goes up to about here, and it has that sort of, and also the sleeves have a bit of a sort of a I don't know how you refer to that, billow.
Padded?
What?
Padded?
No, not padded. No, but like kind of like puffy.
Yeah.
Which plays into that kind of sort of Handmaid's Tale, just kind of dystopian future, but also plays with like a lot of like pioneer sort of looking.
Yeah.
Okay, so thus far we've got jogging pants and oppressive clothing.
Yeah.
Ray, you were saying?
Yeah, if you ever watch that show, you have to set apart a couple months to wallow and to really be
Hmm.
deeply afraid. But I couldn't watch the last season because it was too much. But you couldn't help but see the correlation. Okay, I think it was the second season. They do actually give the maids these like clamp-on things that look exactly like the masks that everyone's wearing. So that's where.
Okay,
Well,
that's where your head is at.
Yeah, but I think like leather.
Oh. Wait, leather linens?
Well,
All right, Dave, as a leather aficionado, what do you think about this?
Well, I am a father now, so technically I'm a leather daddy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know much about fashion, Not that's.
You could've fooled me. You
I know. I'm wondering. I have a buddy though who's married to someone who works in the fashion biz, and she gifted him a pair of $400 sweatpants, which blew my mind. So I'm wondering, what's the most any of you have spent on a pair of pants?
$40.
Can I ask a follow-up question though? Are these are I'm assuming like designer sweatpants?
They're designer sweatpants. Hopefully,
What's
Okay.
the brand?
special about them.
Yeah.
they have like some French writing along the how some sweatpants say like "juicy" on the butt. These ones say something in French down the leg.
Des pantalons de Presbytermont.
But it blew my mind. He also wears, so he's into fashion. And he also wears winter coats that are too short. Apparently,
What do you
that's
mean
in.
too short?
Like,
What's too short?
It's like almost like his midriff is showing.
Like a crop top
Yeah,
of a
almost.
crop top winter coat?
Almost, yeah.
You know what?
That's
I
it.
enjoy fashion, but I also enjoy practicality. And I think things like when I see people wearing stuff like that, I get very upset because I'm like, how are you not free? Like my winter coat is a sleeping bag. Like, how are you wearing this and not cold? And you probably spent a lot of money on it.
You get violent?
I just feel upset. I don't know why.
Probably liquor.
Well, I want to circle back to a question Dave had for all of us. The most any of us have spent on pants.
I'm gonna say 80.
Okay, so right now Jason's in the lead with most expensive pant.
I would say like 100.
Okay, Simon now in the lead with most expensive pant. Ray, can you top 100?
Yeah, I
You
think
can. Now,
Yeah,
where would you estimate these pants at a cost?
Where would I estimate them? At
Yeah.
a cost? Like where in the cost scale?
Yeah, if it's more than 100, what is it?
Where would we find them in Costco?
Yeah, Costco's most expensive pants, a new Discovery Channel
Aisle
Canada
5
series.
I don't want to say 200.
Okay, so let's just say 200 since you don't want to say that. David, I can't imagine you've come close to 200 in
I'm
pants.
gonna say $65.
60. Okay, so I'm bringing up the rear.
Well,
with
actually,
40.
hold on. Sorry to interrupt, James, but if you count,
40.
if I bought a suit and half of that was pants,
No.
How
No.
much?
That doesn't
No.
count. All right.
No, that doesn't count. Jason was the first to react strongly, so I agree with that.
I think Dave spent a maximum of 200 in an entire lifetime of pants.
That could be right.
That sounds accurate. Now, I want to circle back to Ray. Ray, do you still have these pants, and are you still wearing them? Because for that type of money, I want to be able to wear them forever.
Oh, I have them. Yeah, actually, it was, now that I remember, it was 200, and then there was tax on it. They were billowy linen pants, which I bought recently, and I wear them often.
Okay, so do you feel like you're getting your money's worth?
I mean, I guess because they're made by people like me, I feel good about it.
Okay.
That's
I mean,
true.
in the sense that they
Like
can
the actors?
making probably, yeah.
Cats made by
probably.
actors.
People who just got the skills.
Toronto actors are building pants to survive the pandemic.
Yeah.
Well, do we have any other projections on what fashion will look like in 2021?
I think people are going to want to get more dressed up because we're so used to being at home.
Mm-hmm.
So people like such as myself like try to take, usually I wear my glasses a lot, but I feel like in the past year I've kind of started wearing my contacts more and trying to look nicer when I leave my house. So I feel like people want to make a bit more of an effort because we're always at home.
Yeah. Now that's interesting. What does that look like for everyone? If you're making a bit of an effort, Jason, what does that look like for you? Because I suspect it looks similarly to what it looks like for me.
I feel like it probably looks better for me.
Oh.
I'd say that I don't know. I mean, for me, it's just a clean, like clothes that are clean and
As opposed to filthy clothes that you
dirty
usually
and,
wear.
and that fit properly, and that when you go outside, I live in a Hasidic neighborhood. No one gives a shit what I look like, so I try harder.
Okay. Dave, how about you? What does that look like on your end?
I'm gonna throw on my Jenkos, my Jenko jeans, and pop on my my Doc
Jenko.
Martens, and I am getting ready for a nice night skanking.
Oh, you're gonna be doing some skanking?
Yeah.
Dave,
Awesome.
Have you ever been to like a rave?
No, never.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ray, have you? Of course, Ray. Of course, you've been to a rave, right?
Hey guys, in
in your name.
2022, can we all go to a rave together?
I don't want to.
I'll bring
What
my
if it's
daughter.
on top of the mountain?
Let's go to what's that? The white thing.
Nuit, what is it called? Bal en Blanc.
What's
Now,
bad?
hold on. Ray, have you been to a rave?
Oh yeah,
Tell me about it.
in Quebec.
Awesome. So there's a lot of cigarettes, I imagine.
Yeah, it was by a river.
A rave by the river? Are you sure this was not some type of cult indoctrination?
No, I wore a blanket most of the time.
Was there a jug band playing?
Did you burn an effigy?
Let's move on to our next topic. I feel like we've reached the precipice of this one because who knows, we might be able to circle back. Sima, the floor is yours.
Thank you, James. Well, my topic is actually winter sports. So, with everything that's been going on, we've been spending a lot of time at home. I'm trying to get out, kind of go beyond my comfort zone. So, I'm learning to ski this year. I've also bought some skates. So, I'm trying to like be more active and do more winter sports. And it's actually harder than harder to learn, but it's also a lot of fun, way more fun than I ever thought. So I was just curious to know, what are your opinion on winter sports? Do you guys participate in any winter sports? Do you want to?
I've been playing NHL 21 on the PS4.
Okay, so your winter sports includes playing video games that are generally thought of as winter games.
If Die Hard's a Christmas movie, then this game is a winter sport.
Okay, that's a good argument. Ray, how about you?
I bought some skis recently, Sima, and like cross country skis.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. But I don't know. I can't do the downhill thing. I think are you gonna do any downhill skiing?
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, really? How's that been going for you?
Actually pretty fun. Like the first time, horrible. I think I fell easily 15 times.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was fun. I think I was afraid of falling. Then I fell so many times that I was like, oh, okay, like I didn't die. And so now I don't have as much fear of falling or anything. So I'm actually able to go parallel and do this. And yeah,
Nice.
Okay, yeah. I
You've
want to try.
passed the pizza pie stage.
yes, I have passed the pizza pie stage.
Well, so Dave, it sounds like you're a bit of an aficionado, not only in leather pants but skiing.
Well, I know a thing or two about skiing. I used to be
Ski
an avid...
daddy.
Sorry?
Ski daddy.
Ski
Daddy.
daddy. Yeah, because I'm a father as well.
Yeah.
And I used to be a more active downhill skier. I'm not one of those guys who's jumping out of helicopters, but
In skis?
yeah, people do that.
Yeah.
That's like
What
huge.
a nightmare.
I think that's when they just fall.
No, man, you could see. Why? You look it up on YouTube. There's like some pretty wild
What
stuff
phrase
going
do I
on.
look up?
Sorry,
What phrase do I look up exactly?
hella skiing.
Really jump.
Hella skiing.
Hella skiing. Yeah, not like HELLA, but probably with an I.
Well, so
Anyway.
Dave, what's your experience as a whole in winter sports?
Well, skiing was-
Yep.
Skiing was it was big at in elementary school and high school more actually, never mind, but we used to go on school trips and people would get like super blazed in the gondolas and then ski down the mountain.
Where were you going to ski? Were you going to the Laurentians?
we were going to like Saint-Sauveur sometimes smaller mountains in the Laurentians. We would go to,
My old
like,
stomping grounds.
we had like this big trip to like Le Massif. That was like a few day trip that we went on.
Sweet.
And yeah, people would just get completely demolished. It was like a huge party when we were underage, and then because we were away from the parents, and then we'd come back and get in trouble with school because they knew what we were doing. But they,
This sounds like the same location that the rave that Ray was going to is
yeah, it was
located
by
at?
a river.
Yeah, Le Massif.
Yeah, and but
Was
since
there a
then,
jug band?
I've what's that, Jason?
Was there a jug band?
There was a jug band. Yeah, you have to tip them to get on the gondola. But since then, I've transitioned to cross country skiing because I didn't like waking up early to go skiing. That was the worst part. You have to wake up at like 7 a.m. to drive to the mountain to get there while it's sunny, and then and I hated that. And now I can just drive to like Mount Royal, pop on my cross countries, and do a loop of the mountain, go up to the cross and stuff, which is fun.
Do you do that?
Yeah,
Oh, good for you.
and I'm going snowshoeing after this afternoon.
Oh.
My wife got me snowshoes for Christmas.
Okay, so this is a very convenient topic. You're going to be doing some winter activities. Does anyone have any imminent plans, Jason, outside of NHL 21? You gonna go skating, maybe build a snowman?
I hate skating so badly, but
Why?
I just hate it. And then I might consider like something like I don't like snowshoeing. I grew up on a farm in a big acreage, and so we did a lot of snowshoeing and dog sledding and things like that. And I hate snowshoeing probably more than I hate skating. But I can see myself cross country skiing. I don't understand why I'm impeding myself further when
You
I
go
do this.
fast. It's really fun.
Well, I just want to shift focus. Dave, what are you eating right now?
Yeah,
I'm
that's
having
good.
a nice morning piece of panettone.
So the holidays continue at the Kaufman residence.
That's right, man.
All right, so Ray, in addition to skiing, I feel like you've maybe participated. Now, this is an assumption in some alternative winter activities.
What does that mean?
I don't know, like maybe some type of forest hunt, maybe like hunted.
Deer, squirrels.
Yeah, like squirrels in the winter season.
Like hunting for
Yeah.
real?
They're really wily in the winter, but they're also
Sure.
still like chubby.
Yeah, and then you catch one and beat it over the head.
No slingshots, arrows.
Wait,
tiny-
do you eat squirrel meat?
It depends on the day. You know, sometimes I'll eat it, and sometimes
Say it's Wednesday.
I'll waste it. Yeah,
Yeah, is it Wednesday? Is Wednesday a good squirrel meat day, or is it more of a Friday thing?
Thursday, Friday.
What does
I
it
give
taste
you-
like?
What does it taste like?
Yeah.
It's a rough meat.
Like what?
Kaufman's nickname in high school in the football.
It's like
Yeah.
eating sandpaper, I imagine.
Rough meat daddy.
Yeah, rough meat daddy. All right, great. Well, we're going to move on to our next topic. Dave, the floor is yours.
Well, this kind of transitions perfectly into my topic, James. If I
Oh,
may
I'm
say
now
so myself.
worried.
Rough meat.
I wanted to talk about it's kind of a two-tiered topic, but for one, it's favorite recipes or like specialty recipes that each person can make, and the second part of this is sort of foods that you've learned to appreciate when you're older that you didn't like when you're younger.
Okay, well, how about we start with you, Dave?
So I've been cooking up a storm over COVID, and one thing I made that you tried, James, is I've been making meatballs.
Yeah.
And cooking them in a cast iron pan. I tell you, I bought this cast iron pan. I can't get enough of it. It's,
Yeah, I really like that you had to add in, I tell ya.
Yeah, I am telling you, James.
Yeah.
Am I not? Anyway, it's a great pan. It's one of my favorite staples in the kitchen. I've been making all sorts of recipes in there. Pancakes, bacon, and these meatballs. They come out really good.
Yeah, I like it. You had to preface with all kinds of recipes.
What kind of meat?
Pancakes,
Meatball?
bacon.
Breakfast.
Yeah, you've been making breakfast.
Other stuff too, James. I had
Like what? Eggs,
duck fried
ham.
rice. I made duck fried rice
Yep.
because I roasted a duck for New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
So
in your cast iron pan.
No, not in my cast iron pan, James. That would be crazy.
Yeah. Well, hey, look, you could try it.
Maybe I will.
All right, so recipes that maybe you have mastered over the past few months, but also appreciation for foods that maybe you hadn't once appreciated. Let's go to the Squirrel Queen to begin. Ray?
You know, I don't feel like all this like deep change from the COVIDs. Like, I don't feel like suddenly I'm making different food. Like, with bless you,
Bless you.
Bless you.
is that Joy Ross Jones taught me a recipe for her man.
Oh, now I'm scared.
Yeah.
Why? There's no cooking.
So there's no cooking involved. It's paleo. If you do you guys have a slow cooker? You're gonna need that.
Yep.
Okay.
What about an Instant Pot?
No.
All right.
You're
Poor
a-
Dave, you're out.
I got rid of my slow cooker for the
No, I
Instant Pot.
think the Instant Pot is the same. Difference. Anyway, you put a piece of chicken at the bottom and then a bunch of vegetables, a sprig of rosemary, pour a bunch of coconut milk over it, leave it for 8 hours. Sometimes it's terrible. Sometimes it's great.
Wait, sometimes it's what changes it from being terrible to great if it's in the slow cooker?
I really haven't figured it out, and it's a bit of a problem because
And
sometimes it's watery.
what is it though? Is it a soup? Is it do you just eat the chicken?
It's a stew. It's a winter stew.
A winter
It's a
stew.
winter stew. I want to preface by saying that Joy Ross Jones, who's giving you these recipes, is the only person that I have ever banned from bringing food to rehearsals
Because it smells.
because
I know.
it
Human
stunk.
art in front of us.
Yeah, it was just they're talking about Joy Ross Jones puts butter in coffee. Jason, let's go over to you.
Oh, that's
Any
big.
recipes?
That's big. Bulletproof coffee.
I'm not a big cook. A tomato soup I make
From scratch or from the can?
from scratch.
Okay.
Uh,
No?
I mean, I there's recipes that we just kind of make around here a lot, like lasagna, things like that. I mean, there's nothing special. Pretty basic in like my food tastes.
Okay, well, what about I feel like this question will speak more to you. What about foods that maybe you didn't appreciate in your younger years that you've grown to enjoy?
Well, definitely. I mean, and this is years and years and years. But as a child, I mean, I was one of those kids that didn't like a lot of vegetables other than carrots. So I'd say that as I've gotten older, I mean, there's a few vegetables that I don't like now at all. But that would be one that I basically work towards. I can't think of anything off the top. I still hate seafood of any kind.
Mhm.
That's never changed.
Can you tell us why? Of course, I know this story, but
I'm
please,
not going to tell that story again.
please. No, people haven't heard it on the show, Jason.
Because it's not. I've come to the conclusion maybe it's not linked. Maybe it's just my problem. When I was a kid, my dad
There we go.
put the trout out of the sink and slapped me in the face with it lightly. And I vowed on that day to never eat seafood again in my entire life, and I haven't.
Yeah.
Problem.
Did you say he lightly?
Yeah.
Okay, I can see why you would do that.
Was it frozen still? Like, did it hit
No.
like a brick, or did it hit like a soggy
No, it's
fish?
like soft. I remember the eye coming towards me. So
So
Jason,
you still haven't grown to appreciate fish after being lightly slapped in the face with one.
I despise fish. I despise anything that comes from the ocean.
what about
What
the
about
band?
I could see you doing that, Jason, to somebody, traumatizing them.
Yeah, if I was like trying to further the thing, we shouldn't eat fish.
That's why they say violence is cyclical.
Yeah.
Yes.
These kinds of patterns they transfer from generation to generation.
Yeah, so how are you continuing the tradition, Jason? What are you lightly slapping people in the face with?
I'm not. I don't believe in any sort of influence of that matter. I've just come to the conclusion that a lot of my traumas are self-created.
Hmm. Well, that's for
So
another
true.
episode.
So true.
Simon, how about you?
Let's see. Well, something I got really, I discovered over the pandemic recently is so I'm a pescatarian, so I don't eat chicken or red meat. And I think you guys probably know about Beyond Meat.
Mhm.
There's another brand called Impossible that's very popular in the States, and they recently started selling in Canada, and it's better than the Beyond, I find. And so I've been making a lot of recipes with that. Like I made an awesome lasagna with that. I made a tortilla with that. I made hamburgers with that.
What kind of meat does it come? Like you buy it as like a ground beef kind of thing?
Yeah, it comes in like a little pack, and it's like ground beef. And Dave, you can buy it. You can go on their website, and it says where they sell it. But if you can make your meatballs with it, I'd be curious to see what you think. 'Cause
Sure.
I find it tastes like meat, and I have had it with people who eat meat, and they say they think it tastes like meat. So I'd be curious to know what you think.
Well, I like the Beyond Burger, and if this is better than that, then I'll for sure try it.
It's better than the
Try it. I don't want to eat meat at all, so I'll try that.
Yeah, try it. Tell me what you guys think. So yeah, I've really gone into that. What else?
So Jason, if they here's a kind of a tangential question. If they replaced meat entirely with like meat-like products, would you switch 100%? Yeah, and they were like almost as good, but they like 95% of the way there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if it was
I don't
Beyond
like eating
Fish?
animals.
Beyond Fish. Would you eat the Beyond Fish?
That's a good question.
Ooh.
I don't know if I guess I'd be more apt to try that out.
Mhm.
But sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just meant to think that the Beyond Fish didn't have an eye coming towards you.
Mhm.
I just can't get
Well,
out.
I mean, that's a key to it, right? Is this head aspect of an animal. This is why I feel bad about eating animals, but it's also because I'm ill prepared and ill equipped to not eat them. So therefore I do it, and therefore I like meat in the worst possible way when it least resembles the animal it comes from.
Mhm.
All right. Well, Simon, how about things that you've grown to appreciate?
One big thing I think it's not food, it's a drink, would be like sparkling water, which I love. And I got a Soda Stream over Christmas I'm very excited about.
Welcome to the
You're
club.
happy.
We're happy to have you.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah.
We're the Soda Boys.
Yes. Random thing.
Nice.
Did you guys know that you can buy a thing to make like your own tonic water on your Soda Stream?
Yeah.
Cool, very cool. Anyway,
Like an attachment?
no, it's like a little bottle that
I see
Soda
it.
Stream. You could buy it at like Maxi for $8, and then you just like put your water and you put like a few tablespoons of that liquid. It's like a concentrate, and
Yeah.
then when you fizz it, it makes tonic for you.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's less sweet than the tonic you'd buy in the store, but it's very good, and you can put it in your gin tonic.
I haven't played around with any of the flavors yet. I go plain.
Go plain or go
Try
home.
tobacco.
Yeah, exactly. I like my tobacco like I like my soda water plain.
I like strawberry flavored cigarettes.
Mmm. Delicious. They're great around Easter.
I also get the Neapolitan cigarettes. They burn
Oh,
different
the
flavors.
chocolate,
as you
vanilla,
go through,
strawberry, yeah.
Uh,
The problem is over at my place, people only smoke the top half, so you end up with vanilla strawberry. So when you want a bit of chocolate, it's already gone.
Yeah, that's why you don't share a pack with the McGee household.
Yeah, that's why you don't share a pack.
Yeah.
I don't think I've mastered anything ever while cooking, except for possibly hamburgers. I think I make really good hamburgers.
ooh.
I'm going to interject here, James, and I'm going to call bullshit on that because I've had your chili before, and it's good chili.
I thought you were going to interject in a negative way.
Yeah, so did I.
His tone was combative, but then took a positive turn.
Your burgers suck.
No. I think you make good chili.
Yeah, I do. Jason, you've also had my chili.
That was good chili.
Yeah, I
agree.
do. I do make pretty good chili. I've won a chili cook-off amongst friends.
Oh, I can probably make a good chili.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So how about this? I want to shift gears. What are some things that we think we could do well, but we've never done in the kitchen? Ray, how about you? What have you been dabbling with on your pinky finger throughout this morning?
Cocaine.
You know what? I made this in a ceramic class.
Oh.
A little tiny cup.
It's kind of like
So
my cup.
you've been just tasting the putty on the inside? What type of sip is this?
Don't hurt your neck.
Yeah, that is the most. Wow.
What kind of thing can I do in the kitchen?
Yeah, well, no. What would you like to try that you haven't that you think would turn out well?
Like breakdancing.
Okay, so not a food. You just want to start break dancing in the kitchen.
Yeah, I think one of my this year's goals is to have a real dance once a week, like a real sweaty, ugly dance once a week.
Okay.
Breakdancing, I think it's better in the kitchen because there's a good amount of space to get the backspins going, and I
Sure.
don't think that wood is good for that. So
Mhm.
You have a
Okay, so-
linoleum floor?
linoleum,
Yeah.
but you need a bit of grease, I think. Or
Okay, so
You
now
got
the
that
real
in the
question
kitchen. You can
is,
dump some oil on there.
I have grease. Yeah, I have grease.
yeah, just pour a bit of vegetable oil all over the ground. Now I'm gonna shift gears. I'm gonna follow what Ray is kind of thrown into the ether here. Things you'd like to accomplish in the kitchen that you think would do well that isn't related to cooking, David.
Oh boy. Because normally, James, you cook in the kitchen.
Right.
Right. You're gonna have to swing back to me. This is a lofty question.
Yeah, this is a lofty
You
question.
blew my
Now,
mind.
this might be better than my actual topic. Jason, how about you? Things you think you could do well in the kitchen that you have yet to try that isn't related to cooking.
Sex.
All right, can you expand why? Why do you think you'd be so good at it in the kitchen?
Hasn't mattered in any other room, but great.
All
And,
right.
how would that go, Jason?
Can't see it
Yeah.
impeding anything.
Yeah.
How did what go?
How
For
would
who?
it go?
How would it go?
How would it go?
Make use of the angles in the room combined with the.
Well, I've been in your kitchen. It's a pretty big kitchen.
No, it's not. There's a table.
It's bigger than mine.
I guess just like it's like the game of Clue. There's always like escape. There's areas you can sort of escape to in any room.
All right, Simon, how about you? Things you think you could do well
They
in
did
your
it with the
kitchen?
ladle.
Oh, David, come on now. It's early. This isn't the 9 o'clock show.
You're right.
Simon, how about you?
I'm not quite sure I know how to follow up on that. I'm also kind of stumped.
I'm gonna go
I'm gonna interject with one. I got one now.
Okay, Dave.
I would turn my kitchen sink into a bathtub for my daughter.
Oh,
That's
And
pretty
then-
good.
Ugh.
What is that, a swish?
Swish.
All right, Simon, anything?
I'm not sure.
I'm going to go with some type of home repair.
Wouldn't normally do.
No, I don't. There's some things that I think I don't give myself credit for that I think I could do that I think I could actually do, like, put a new faucet in. I bet I could do that if I had to.
I bet you couldn't.
As I say it, I'm not sure.
I bet you couldn't.
Yeah, as I say, as it came out of my mouth, I thought, I don't think so.
I'm very positive about your chili, but I'm very bearish on you fixing your own faucet.
All right, fair enough. So we've got from Ray, we've got breakdancing. Dave is going to give his daughter a bath in the sink. Jason's going to have sexual intercourse. I'm going to try to perform home repair. Sima,
I'm just going to keep cooking and drinking in my kitchen.
okay, cooking and drinking. Okay, very good. We're going to move on to our next discussion topic. Ray, the floor is yours.
So I thought that I could walk around and show you guys stuff during this, and it would be, time that I could just share with you the plants of my house. But I thought, okay, so it's a discussion topic. One thing that really plagues my heart is the week after Christmas, the week we're in right now, walking down the street and just seeing all these dead Christmas trees on the road. Like, you mean nothing to me, nothing. Just tossed out on the road. After having been, the center of the home where we covered in lights and we love it, we shower our love onto it, we have our presents underneath it, and then they're just treated like garbage. And I have this, I want to know what you guys think about it, because I got a Christmas tree this year and I'm like, I got to get rid of it soon. And I feel like I want to kind of like do a process. I also had a bit of an issue with the tree because I bought it and I didn't know you're supposed to cut the bottom off so that I could drink the water. So it just sat there and just turned so dry and yellow over about a week. And so and I got it in November. So it was just like this heavy.
All right, so you've got a dead, dried out tree festering in your home.
Yeah.
All right, well, Jason, you also have a real Christmas tree. What do you think?
About what?
Oh, yeah, there's no question there. The question is, so to living tree or not to living tree?
I'm going to get a fake tree next year because I think it's causing allergies for me and my partner.
Okay,
Also,
now do you feel bad when you have to throw it out? Is there any type of sentimental sadness that comes with it?
There's a sadness when I first get the tree, when I realize that I'm just going to watch this thing slowly die in my living room. And then when I throw it out, I've usually come to terms with that over the holidays and don't care about it anymore. I'm a huge anti-clutter person, so I try not to clutter things up and keep them neat and tidy. And so having a tree around is like the antithesis of that.
All right, Dave, what about you? You do not have a tree of any kind.
No, I've gotten a tree in the past though, and I would have liked a tree, but my wife didn't want to clean up the tree, and she didn't trust me to do it, so we didn't get a tree.
So this kind of sounds like when someone's like, I swear, if you get me a dog, I'll take care of it, but for you, it's a Christmas tree.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I break this down? You said I'd like a tree. She said, well, it makes a mess and I don't want to clean it up. And then that's where it ended. You couldn't clean it up?
No, I said, I'll clean it up. But then she was like, no, you won't. And then I was like, yeah, you're probably right. And then that's where it
Just
ended.
like me with the faucet.
Yeah, exactly. But I will say
it's
that
the bare minimum of a tree, Dave. It's the bare minimum.
I don't care that much. That's the thing. It's like yeah.
Dave, get a Roomba.
What?
Get a Roomba.
Get an accessory. That's at least the cost of a tree to clean the tree.
Yeah.
I mean, I was wondering about a Roomba. Actually, that's a great discussion topic because I would get one.
Roombas can be babysitters too. So
yeah, I was thinking I could put my daughter on it and like have her ride it around like a horse.
Okay, well, I want to know, Sima, did you put a tree up on any level?
No, but it was a strong debate for me. I almost got a Christmas tree, and there's like a coffee shop in my hood, like a block away from me, that was selling them. And I wanted to buy one, and then I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna buy one. Do you guys sell the base? And they're like, no, we don't sell the base. And I was like, okay, well, then I went on Amazon and I couldn't find a base, or they seemed very expensive. So I thought maybe I'll buy a fake tree, and then I never really like followed up on it. I got kind of lazy and busy with work, so I did not end up buying a tree, but I would like to have bought one. So maybe maybe I'll buy one now when it's on sale.
Do you think you would have had you bought this real tree and had you been able to procure a base, do you think you would have been sad throwing it out afterwards, or would it have been kind of exercising a demon and getting a burden off of your hands?
Darn it.
I don't think I would have been sad, just because it's like part of its life cycle, I guess.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure, like in our borough, there's like a specific day where you're supposed to throw out your tree, and they come pick it up and recycle it for you. So,
well, I had read some article where if you're looking to get rid of your tree, there's like some type of service that will pick it up and do something economical with it, like turn it into firewood or something like that. So it has a greater purpose other than just being decorated with tinsel and ornaments and such. Jason, do you think you're going to look into that? Do something good for once?
My tree's already on the deck, man. I'm waiting to get rid of it.
Oh, you've already had enough of it.
Yeah, I right after Christmas Day, I'm like, get rid of this. We gotta get rid of this.
Yeah, well, I have a fake tree, and I intend on taking it down tonight, including this. Well, I've got a variety of trees and decorations in my apartment, and even though they're all fake, I do feel a little bad taking it down because it is aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, for sure. And if I lived in like a big farmhouse where I had a lot more space, I probably would always go, because as a kid I did live in a big space like that, and we would go cut down a tree and we would bring the tree back, and it did look really awesome in like a big place, but it was a big place in the middle of the country. So
Yeah.
you have space like in this living room, having a big tree can be a little too much for me or for the whole family, but you still want to have it. And our kids getting older too, so it's becoming less. So I think a fake tree is what we'll do as long as we're in an apartment.
All right, that sounds good. Now, Ray, has this enlightened you on any level in terms of your Christmas tree journey? Will you be pursuing a tree later on this year when Christmas rolls back around?
I have no idea. You know what? You know what? One thing I was hoping that someone out there knew, like some kind of a ritual, so that I could get rid of it and not carry the burden of its death on my hands.
Right.
Should
So this
burn
is all
it like
about
an
just
effigy.
kind of
Fire. It's
Yeah,
fire.
you could do that.
I could do that.
Yeah, drag it out to a parking lot and set it ablaze.
Thanks, James.
I will say
Crack
though
open a beer and let it watch it burn.
that
Yeah.
the sort of Christmas tree life cycle is it's an apt metaphor for the way our consumerist culture functions. You know, you buy something just to throw it away a few months later. It's kind of it's what we do as humans.
That's the thing. It's like it doesn't really have, but then okay, so it has a kind of a symbolic purpose, right? Like as you're saying, Jason, you would want it because it has a presence. Like you and James, you were saying that too. Like
Mhm.
if we like it, it brings, focus to, I don't know.
It serves its purpose. The purpose is the symbolic gesture. So I don't think that like it's not this. Although like it definitely speaks to consumers' culture. I think we're a lot more things speak to that than Christmas trees, which could be gathered easily by going out and getting one yourself or having a fake one.
Yeah, I mean, you are killing a living creature.
I'm buying a dying living creature is more apt.
You know, if that tree was in the ground, the roots would nourish it. It would probably last a lot longer.
I'm
Just
giving
the-
this place its final resting home.
The tone of this could not scream Sunday morning any greater than it has. It's very somber, somewhat interesting. Someone could tune out if they wanted to and think, there's 13 minutes left. I think I've had my fill.
All right.
Anyways, let's move on to our final topic. This
creepy.
might be a little two-pronged depending on what type of time we have. I would like to ask all of you, now that we are in the new year, if you could have some type of song or entrance music that would follow you into a room, what would that song be?
Oh,
Now, this is difficult. I find music questions difficult. Here's the thing. You can change songs periodically. So what are maybe one or a variety of songs that you would like to maybe follow you into a room that you think would, much like a Christmas tree sets the tone for an ambiance or a feeling, what song would set the tone for you? Dave, let's begin with you.
Well, the first thing that came to my head was The Boys Are Back in Town. Every time I
Right.
came into a room, if that played, that'd be cool. I could point around like, hey, what's going on?
So you're walking into a funeral and Boys Are Back in Town hit.
Okay.
So the
I'm
Boys
sorry
Are
for
Back in Town.
I'm sorry for your loss.
That's when guess who just got back today? Yeah, that's when that part kicks
Hi,
in.
Aunt
Jason-
Marcia. Hi, hi, cousin Susie. Again,
Yeah.
really sorry for your loss.
This is a long entrance. This is a whole song. So you go. Your entrance is the song in its entirety. Jason, how about you?
I already had a theme song for a while in Precinct where I had the 21st Century Schizoid Man
Yep.
by King Crimson play as I went out.
That is very cool.
But if I was to choose one that could work in that circumstance but also
Yep.
be mine, which I think fits me well, is the opening music to The Shining.
Would you like to impersonate that for us?
Da, 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 da. Da, da, da,
I think that's quite enough.
That's funny because that's what plays in my head when you walk into a room.
Oh, so it's the perfect match.
Yeah.
Ray, how about you? What song's following you into a room?
Can I play it? I have it queued up now.
You can, but make sure you play it for 10 seconds only. Otherwise, we will get busted for copyright infringement.
Oh, good to know. Okay.
Is that why you stopped me early?
Ready for it? Okay, do you guys know Justin Bieber?
Was that a yogurt commercial?
I'm sure James does not know who Justin Bieber is.
Hold on now. I know who Justin Bieber is. I'm familiar with him. I'm not familiar with that song, but it really made me think of, this is like a commercial for a bus pass or something like
Yeah,
that.
like a yogurt commercial.
They don't make commercials for the bus pass.
yeah, it's a new initiative. They're making commercials like, buy a bus pass, only
People who need a
$89.
bus pass buy it, and people who don't.
Look, I was trying to come up with something arbitrary. Okay, it doesn't have to be a bus pass. It's for
The tagline would be, can't get home? Should have bought a bus pass.
yeah.
This guy's stranded, he's crying.
Yeah, so Ray, why Justin Bieber? Why that song?
Well, last week when I was driving through the mountains in BC, we were playing constantly and punch dancing.
Whoa, wait a minute. You're in BC right now?
No, I came back.
Okay. Where do you live?
I live in Ottawa with my Christmas tree.
Okay. Oh, that thing looks sad now. Okay, so you're in BC. You're driving through the mountains. You got Bieber on the radio.
I didn't even know the song existed, and now I do, and I feel it's an anthem. The lyrics are that the chorus is, "Oh God, running to the altar like a track star. What could be better than that?"
Like a crack car?
Yeah, a crack star.
Yeah, no, track star. Like you're
That makes sense.
like you're running fast.
Yeah.
Okay, now does this song motivate you?
Yeah.
You don't seem so sure.
I think he's running to the altar to be married. It's like a very specific thing. I could run to the altar to like do a lot of things probably.
You married
Okay.
Alec Baldwin's daughter.
yeah. You mean
Maybe that song's
Simon, how about on your end? What song is your entrance track?
I've been trying to think of this while you guys are all talking. I can't really
It's
think
hard.
off the top of the only thing I can think of off the top of my head is I'm infamously, everyone knows I love Harry Styles.
Mhm.
So
It is a very infamous take.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone knows I love Harry Styles. So the obvious thing for me would probably be like a Harry Styles song.
Now,
Although-
I don't know any of his songs.
What?
What?
Watermelon Sugar?
Watermelon Sugar?
He was in One Direction, right?
I
Yeah.
think with One Direction, I know that one song. I think it's
And
them.
how does it go, James?
Is it something about loving you just the way you are? Is that them?
Billy Joel.
Oh, I often get Billy Joel and one. What's that other One Direction song? Oh, yeah, Anthony's song.
Yeah.
Moving Out.
One
yeah, that's
Direction also
One
does
Direction, right?
scenes from an Italian restaurant.
Oh, that's them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was Justin Bieber.
No. It's One
Yeah, I get
Direction.
Billy Joel and One Direction mixed up a lot. All right. So, anyways, I don't know any of his songs.
So like a Harry Styles song. Also, I feel like as a joke, maybe I would do like Savage Love.
How does
Oh,
that
isn't
go?
that song that people dance? Yeah, that we've talked about that. Jason Derulo,
Yep.
after getting it wrong last time you were on, yeah, I wouldn't know that song unless someone was like, "This is that thing."
Yeah.
What'd you call him last time? Todd
Justin.
Derulo?
I called
Okay.
Justin Derulo.
Okay. That's
All
wrong.
right, so you've got two. Jason, how? Okay, no, we've already got The Shining from Jason. I think I'm gonna go off the top of my head. What I want right now is the saxophone solo from INXS's "Never Tear Us Apart."
What? Yeah, man, that's a good one.
That's not a bad one, right? I've cropped the song down to one part. I want that saxophone part to play when I walk into a room.
Yeah, it's a caterwaul.
We've got time here. So the second prong of this question is, what song would you not want to follow you into a room? We're going to go back to where we began. Dave, what song would you not want? And extra points if it's funny.
Like this song comes on as I walk into a room, and
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
get assigned. Yeah, you get assigned a theme song.
I'm like, who's doing that? Like,
Maybe it's your enemy. Someone's trying to f with you.
let's see. Whoa. Maybe it would be something by Weird Al.
So you've got a Weird Al parody song that follows you into a room.
Yeah, like White and Nerdy, maybe instead of his parody of Riding Dirty.
Okay, you are at the pole position of worst possible entrance songs. You get flanked by Weird Al. Okay, Ray, how about you?
Or maybe
song you would
Amish
hate?
Paradise.
Amish Paradise. Okay, so it could be either or. Ray, how about you? A song you would not like to have play when you enter a room.
I guess my first thought was like a lullaby.
A lullaby, which
I don't know.
just go to sleep and good night.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't-
Very Ray, your two choices have been very interesting to me.
Twinkle Twinkle would be all right.
Oh no, there's something perverse or like murderous or nefarious about Twinkle Twinkle.
Little star. Yeah.
All right, Jason, on your end,
Probably like Gary Glitter.
what Rock and Roll Part 2?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a very good pick. Now, is it because you don't want to be associated with that song, or Gary Glitter, the notorious child pornographer?
Okay.
You probably didn't even know that was his claim to fame.
First of all, you've left me.
He didn't know he was a musician.
Yeah, Jason's a fan of his
he
own.
knows him as a child pornographer.
I
Wait,
didn't
he
know
makes
that Glitter is
music?
a musician. That song, yeah, because of that, man. I don't want that. I'd be weirded out. I'd be like, it would ruin the mood.
All right, so you're skipping that one when you put in the Jock Jams CD.
Yeah, that's not going in there for me.
All right, so we've got Rock and Roll Part 2 by Gary Glitter for Jason. Simon, how about you?
I guess it's like very, intense. The only intense thing I can think of would be something like the Death Grips. I don't know if you know who they are, but I feel
No.
like that would not suit my vibe at all.
Is this like a thrash metal band?
Hip-hop band, heavy hip hop metal kind of thing, like an extension of Rage Against the Machine.
Okay, got it. So yeah, I don't see that something like with a lot of heavy bass playing when you walk into a room.
Yeah.
It's got to be a song that people could do a TikTok video to when Sima enters.
Exactly.
All right. Let's go to Ray.
I think I changed my mind. I think I do want a lullaby to play when I come in the room.
Okay, now are you flip-flopping totally? Are you transferring the Bieber song to what you don't want to play, or would you like a new song that you wouldn't like to play?
I'm gonna switch completely.
So the song that you originally liked as your entrance is now what you don't want. All right. I think I don't know the artist, but it's that really vulgar song, that My Neck, My Back song.
Oh God.
That playing when I enter a room, I think would be so bad.
What is it?
It's just really. So Ray, you laughed. You know the song. Dave, I think you're familiar with it.
I'm familiar with it, yeah.
It was a song. I believe it was a song your daughter was born to.
Yeah. So when you walk into a funeral, James, this song starts to play.
Oh, that's yeah. When I walk in, yeah. And I'm just apologizing profusely.
Sorry for the song. I'm sorry for the loss. I'm sorry
Yeah,
for the song.
it's
I'm sorry for the loss.
Yes, there's two apologies.
Yeah.
You get two apologies when I walk into a funeral. Now, Simon, are you familiar with this song?
It rings a bell.
Yeah, it's so vulgar that I don't want to sing it.
But we won't know what it is.
Well, three of us know.
I know it. Just sing it, James.
I'm not gonna sing. I don't
Come
curse on this
on.
show. No.
Sing it. I'll bleep it out for you.
No, how about you? You can do it, and then you can bleep yourself out.
All right. No, I don't have the bleeper set up. I was trapping you.
Yeah, I figured.
But it goes.
I don't believe it exists.
Goes my neck, my back, my P word, and my crack. And then it repeats that over and over again
Yeah,
to a beat.
yeah. It's a song that I think is, it
My
advocates
neck,
for
my back,
cunnilingus and
My
analingus.
P word and
So
my
pussy.
crack.
Yeah,
Thanks, guys.
yeah. So that song is the one that I don't want to follow me into a room.
That
Oh.
explains the graffiti I saw on the sidewalk the other day, which said something like that, but changed it to CAQ instead of crack. Now I understand it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a political statement.
It was a political. Yeah, that song has been co-opted to be a political anthem.
Yeah.
That's
The CAC uses that as their song.
Yeah.
When
And the
Legault
P-
comes on stage.
Yeah.
I've honestly never heard that song before. I wasn't playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, guys, we've reached our time. It's officially the afternoon. We've gone through a variety of topics, none of which are all that important. Any last words before we call it a Sunday afternoon?
I think I would just like to say that I was just so pleased to meet the Rough Meat Daddy, and I just feel really emotional about it.
Yeah. Well, Ray, you're allowed
My
to cry.
pleasure.
This is a safe place now that you've met the Rough Meat Daddy.
Follow me at Rough Meat Daddy on Twitter.
Yeah, you can find a direct link to that account through Gary Glitters. Well, that feels like a good place to end this. For Jason Grimmer, Simon Ahmed, Dave Kaufman, and Ray Maitland, I am James. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back in our usual time slot tomorrow night when things get a little crazy. 9 p.m. right here on Twitch. At home with James. Until then, I am James. You are you. We were here. Good night. No, it isn't the night. Good morning. Goodbye. Farewell. And be well. See you tomorrow.